Good morning. It's Wednesday. We're in Miami, and this marks 4 consecutive days of me posting a random ass vlog. Yesterday was a really cool vlog. I showed you guys my trip from Los Angeles out here to Miami, and I explained to you guys a little bit why I'm out here. It's for work. And in the video yesterday, I briefly touched on the fact that a private jet, which costs like $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 sometimes, can be a business expense. And I didn't explain it, and there were a couple people who were asking that question. So I wanted to explain to you guys what that actually means. So let's take a partner of FaZe like McDonald's, for example. I don't know how much money McDonald's makes a year. I know it's a lot more than this, but I'm just gonna use this number as an example. Let's say McDonald's makes $100 million in a year, okay? Depending on where their company is registered, I know it's not registered in California, but let's just take that as an example. If the company is registered in California, they'd have to pay, of that $100 million that they earned that year, they would have to pay between like $30 to $40 million in taxes. Now, there's something that they can do to actually pay a little bit less taxes, and that's buy things for their business and then take that amount that they bought off of the final number of taxes. So here, I will use an example with the private jet. So let's say they owe $30 million at the end of the year, okay? And they buy a private jet flight for all of us to come out, meet them at their event. This isn't a McDonald's event. This is a different brand that we're out here for. I'm just not really gonna name the brand because they didn't pay for the YouTube video. They paid for other platforms and stuff. And yeah, I'm a little bit petty. But but let's say McDonald's flew all the FaZe members out to do a promotion for them, and they spent $100,000 on that private jet flight. Now, instead of paying $30 million to the government at the end of the year, they will pay $2.9 million. So they were able to take that $100,000 they spent on their business off of their taxes. So technically, the airplane ride was off the government's money, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of what a business expense is. In a lot of different businesses, you're able to expense stuff. In my specific business, my creator world, a lot of things are expensible. For example, like this controller that I have on my hoodie. Whenever I was making videos growing up, when I was 18, 19, 20, anytime I bought a new PS4 or an Xbox or a controller or a computer or a monitor, all of that was a business expense. So I was able to take the money that I spent for all of those items off of my taxes at the end of the year. And that's kind of how it works with these crazy expensive airline flights. Like if I myself was flying somewhere, I would fly economy, because for me to book a private jet, I would have to pay a ridiculous amount of money. So if you ever see somebody fly on a private jet, it's one of two things. Either a company is flying them out who owns a private jet and is able to afford that, or if you see somebody flying on a private jet and they're like by themselves or with their family or whatever, they definitely have over $10 million. That's like the threshold. You have to have like at least 8 figures in the bank to be able to comfortably afford that stuff. That's what I've heard. Maybe you have less money and you're still flying private. Maybe you have that exact amount of money and you still don't feel like flying private because it's a little bit too expensive. But that is how business expenses work. Some people had questions of that in the last video, and I just thought I'd explain. But yeah, we have a busy day today. I'm not gonna do much vlogging while we're out because it's just a work day. I gotta get a bunch of work done while I'm out here. But I will show you guys the cutest thing in the entire world, the most beautiful thing in the entire world.
Wait, you always get these angles.
I'm
sorry.
They're beautiful. You're so beautiful.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. Oh yeah, Miami.
Mwah.
Hey, would you still love me if I was a worm?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
I just hold you around on my finger.
Yeah, I'll be a little finger worm.
Yeah, and you could be like, no, little tiny dancer.
Yes.
And then your little worm was like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dance around.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys later. Bye.